Hey everybody, it's the interview queen Alicia Atout here, and I'm very excited to have on the show and be catching up with Kylie Morgan. Hello,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm great. As great as I could be in this situation.
Yes, let me know what you've been up to the last few days. How are you coping with everything?
It's been weird because I am not used to having this kind of like free time available to me, but I have been filling it with all all my Switch games. I got Animal Crossing and now I'm just playing Animal Crossing like I'm outside for 8 hours a day. And I think I might do some baking today. I might do some sewing today. I'm really domesticated.
It's one of those moments where you really actually realize when you take away the wrestling and anything else you can do, you're like, oh wow, these are my other hobbies. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's been weird to like have time for these things that I totally didn't have time for before.
Right, you mentioned Animal Crossings there, and it looks like you've been playing it a lot, really getting down with it. I've even
I
seen
love
like
it.
screenshots you've been posting. So is this more so like getting back into Animal Crossing? Because I had it for my DS growing up, and
No, this is
oh,
my first time with it.
no
It's my
way.
first time with it, and like I didn't know what to think, but because I'm stuck at home and doing nothing, I was like, well, I might as well get this brand new game that everyone's playing. And I went like face first into it, and now I can't stop playing it. And I'm having like little parties with my friends on my island. It's fantastic.
Hey, at least it's some way you guys can hang out and have a good
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah. I mean, we can't see each other in real life, so we just hang out in Animal Crossing now.
Awesome. Something else that's really cool is you recently not only made your friends super proud, but your parents apparently, which is the cutest thing.
So
As you
sweet.
were, you had an amazing experience on Raw. So I'd love to hear a little
Yeah.
bit more about that. I've seen photographs, I've seen like the odd tweet or two, but I figured like we could kind of get a little bit more in depth here.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a little bit of a story to it, but basically, on one of my drives home from Winnipeg from PCW, um, my mentor Travis Cole was saying to both me and my friend Angelica, who I work with, like, you guys should sign up for this Performance Center website. Like, that's how they get extras for Raw. And I was like, oh, of course, I didn't know. So I did that, and he helped us out figure all of that out. And about 4 weeks later, we got an email from WWE, and like all of us just freaked out. It was an amazing little moment for all of us. And then we went to Raw on the 24th, February 24th, because that was my birthday. And we had the best time ever. Like we got to hang out in the back and like all the superstars are just like walking by us, like joking with us, having fun, and like everyone is just so cool in person. And I just had the best time ever. We got to do Noe Jose's conga line, and that was amazing. I had so much fun. I just actually wanted to dance while I was out there, and um, a friend got to be the like guy that got thrown into the barricade. He took it like a champ. um, yeah, it was awesome. Like easily one of the best nights of my life. And I remember getting texts from my parents and from my friends just saying like, "Oh my God, we're so proud of you. Like you're following your dreams. You're doing it. Like keep going." It was just the best. It was the best. I just have
Lovely.
Yeah, I just have like the best memory of it now, and it's like the only thing that's getting me through this this isolation now.
You hear a lot of the time when people are extras because, like, I feel like so many people in wrestling you don't even know were a part of the conga line or they are a part of something.
Totally.
Or you see them as a referee, and then years later they
Yeah.
do a throwback photo, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things, though, where it kind of shows you a glimpse of the opportunities and the possibilities of where you could be in the future. So was that also
Yeah.
something that to your mind, like, oh, like these are superstars that I either looked up to growing up or I love now? Who knows? One day, maybe I'll
Yeah.
be among them.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I kind of had to like stop myself from getting a little too starstruck backstage because I was like, "Oh my God, they're right there." But it was just such a cool experience, and it only made me want to do it more. Like it felt like home being back there, and everyone was like so welcoming that I just wanted to be there more, and I wanted to do more back there, and I wanted to work harder once I got home. And of course I did, and everything was like really stepping up for me, and then it all came crashing down.
Oh, well, we'll be able to like build everything back up once,
Oh,
all the
totally, totally. It's
one of
all
those.
as soon as this is over, I'm back in the ring, and we're just gonna pick it up from where we left off. I hope.
Right. Another fingers crossed moment, right?
Yeah, I mean, like that first bump back might be a little rough. So we'll see. But no, I have full intention of getting back in as soon as our training ring is open, I'm in there.
Now, I know one of your other passions outside of wrestling is cosplay. And when
Yeah.
it comes to the world of cosplay, so many people get into it because previously they were into gaming. And then on the other side, there's comic books. I feel like those are two of the biggest intros into it almost. So for you,
Yeah.
what was that first little nugget where you're like, oh, there's like the world of cosplay? What?
Yeah. It was like, I mean, I actually started cosplay when I was like 15, 16, maybe earlier. And I actually didn't even know that it was a thing. I just was a weird, lonely kid who wanted to play video games and make the costumes that I saw on it. And I just decided to do it one day. And then I realized after like my first convention that my friend dragged me to that it was a thing and other people did this. So from that, it just like spiraled out of control. And it just won't go away even if I wanted it to.
How many costumes have you done at this
Oh my
point?
God, I have no idea. I have no idea. At one point, I was doing like one a month for a couple years, and I have to say, like above 100 at least.
Wow, that's
At least.
intense.
Yeah. And I only have good photos of the last 2 years.
Right.
The rest
That's
are just
when you
gone.
that's when you realize like, oh, social media is out there. Let's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
start
Like I
seeing
can take this seriously.
it. Some of them look super intensive, like you put so much work into it. So what would you say is the biggest amount of hours you've actually put into creating
Oh,
one of these things?
oh my gosh. Months.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I remember I don't really make them too much anymore. I have to buy them because I was getting so busy with wrestling that I didn't have time to make the costumes anymore. But now, well, not now, but before, I was making them for months and months and months before a convention, or I would decide it would be either I decide like the week of a convention to make some big stupid costume, or I would decide 5 months in advance and just work through each little detail. And I have no idea how many hours I've put in. Who knows?
Now, when you look at them, though, you see all the detail and like, obviously, I don't know which ones you created or which ones you purchased, but like they
Yeah.
look so good. And like you,
Thank you.
like I can tell this like armor of confidence it gives people whenever they get
Oh
into
yeah.
cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah, like
really
you
is
just start to feel
something.
like the character, and I think that's probably why I like gravitated towards wrestling so much, was because I was like, wait, I can be this character, but I can actually like be the character.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No, you mentioned it earlier, but it seems like gaming is something you really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
When it comes to gaming, people either love gaming and they just do it for fun, or they love gaming and they're super competitive. So, are you the latter?
I'm not competitive. I don't really play multiplayer games. Like I'm not into like World of Warcraft or Dota or anything like that. Um, I'm super into like single player, like long-winded adventure games. And that's just like always been the thing that I love the most. I don't really like competitive short-term stuff, but I'll play like The Witcher 3 for 150 hours and then start it again. Or like Fallout and just play and play and play just to see what what would happen if you go into this random building and find something that you weren't expecting. Or like when I was younger, I would just play every every RPG I could get my hands on. It was ridiculous. I've used so many hours of my life just playing these games.
I know I did that, I don't know, maybe a year ago, because I used to play a couple video games competitively. And I think back, every day I'd come home from high school, turn on my system, and
Yeah,
play until dinner, and then I'd go back to it
go
after
back.
dinner.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my gosh, how many hours of my life have I dedicated to just like
that's
staring at a screen? And now I do it even more so with social media,
yeah,
my interview. Like, it's
yeah.
awful.
I have been doing that with Animal Crossing. Like, I'll play all day, eat, and then get back on and go all night. It's like I feel like I'm 12 years old again.
Yeah. And the thing is, I was probably about, I don't, maybe I was 8 or 12, because I'm 24 now, but like when the original Animal Crossings came out, like that's about
Yeah,
the age you like probably would have been. So it's like
yeah.
bring us
Oh my
back to
God.
that, right?
I was already too busy with like the RPGs and the Final Fantasies and everything. But this time it's it's taking over.
You know
It
what
really
though?
is.
At least you don't feel so bad, because it's like, what else are we really supposed to do? You know?
I have nothing else to do. At least I'm being productive with my virtual fruits and my virtual economy. I'm keeping that strong. So
Totally. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for hopping on here. I'll let you get back to your gardening and the
thank
very
you.
life of Animal
My
Crossing.
villagers are waiting.
No, I appreciate you coming on here.
No, thanks for having me. It's been such an honor to be interviewed by you.
Oh,
So,
no, it's a pleasure. Thank you. Everybody, this has been Kylie Morgan. I'm the interview queen, Alicia Atout. Be sure to check out aliciaatout.com for all exclusive interviews and features, and we'll see you next time. Bye.